Welcome to Random Movie Reviews. I'm Nathan, and today I'll be going over my rarest Blu-rays in my collection. So I wanted to do this video a while back, but I was under the impression I had maybe 3 or 4 rare Blu-rays, but after going through my collection and doing some research, I found out I have quite a few rare Blu-rays, and some of which are very surprising. I was really blown away by some of my films that shot up in value over the years, and not that many years. Like some of these I bought back in, most of these I bought back in 2019. So from 2019 up until 2021, some of these increased in value way more than I thought they would. One film in here in particular, I'm like, I can't believe this movie in particular is worth this much. So I counted, I have 12 rare Blu-rays in my collection, and what I used to base my value of these Blu-rays was through eBay. Now obviously none of these prices are concrete, it depends on the film, it depends on the website, but I decided to base the value of these on what's being asked on eBay. And I'll be showing the specific listings, and we'll be going from the least valuable all the way down to the most valuable. So let's get started. All right, starting off is Terry Gilliam's 12 Monkeys. This is an Arrow Video Blu-ray release. So this is valued at $79. So this is an Arrow Video release. Now Arrow Video is a UK-based company, and for whatever reason, their US released Blu-rays seem to go out of print way faster than their UK Blu-rays. One of the reasons a lot of collectors have region-free Blu-ray players is because Arrow Video, which releases a lot of great stuff on Blu-ray, a lot of their videos, some of their most sought-after ones, are UK only, which is Region B. And most American Blu-ray players will not play Region B Blu-rays. So if you're gonna get a Blu-ray player, definitely get a region-free one. So you can get the Region B version of 12 Monkeys for much cheaper than this release, because this is the American one. But because the US releases go out of print much faster, they're usually much more valuable than the Region B Blu-ray releases. But yeah, this one kind of surprised me, to be honest. I got this for maybe 30 bucks at a record store that also sold movies, and I love this movie. I love Terry Gilliam, so yeah. Next one is the Scream Factory edition of They Live. This is a steel book. Out of all the John Carpenter steel books that have been released, this one seems to be the most valuable. I believe all of Scream Factory's steel books are limited editions, so we'll see what the other ones will be ranged at. But yeah, this one's priced at $88, so pretty valuable, and it's just a super awesome movie in general. Next one, we have an unopened copy of An American Werewolf in London. This is currently valued on eBay at around $99. Now this collection in particular comes with a little booklet and a poster, and I got this originally I think around 50 bucks, I want to say, on eBay, and then it skyrocketed pretty quickly. Once again, another Arrow Video release, so I'm sure you can get the Region B for much cheaper, but it's always the American releases that are valued much higher. Next one is a classic, and that is Dawn of the Dead. When it comes to rare out-of-print Blu-rays, this is definitely one of the most well-known ones. The value of this is around 100 bucks, and I looked at some other listings, and there's other listings of the same DVD for around 70 or 60. And I think it went down in value because recently Second Sight did a re-release of Dawn of the Dead, a box set in 4K and in Blu-ray. But that is also now out of print and is now even more valuable than this Blu-ray. But yeah, 100 bucks. I got this for 30 bucks from an eBay seller who was selling all 3 of the original Blu-ray movies. And I was like, he clearly doesn't know how much that Dawn of the Dead thing's worth, so I bought them just specifically so I can get the Blu-ray Dawn of the Dead. But I own all the other Living Dead movies. I have the Criterion version of Night of the Living Dead and the Scream Factory version of Day of the Dead. Okay, so I mentioned earlier there was one film in particular that surprised me the most, and that is From Beyond. This is currently valued at $119. This surprised me because From Beyond is such a schlocky, fun but super B horror movie. It's from Stuart Gordon. It's kind of like a spiritual successor to Reanimator. It's very much in the same tone. Also loosely based off an H.P. Lovecraft story. One thing I noticed about Blu-rays that go out of print is that if it comes with a slipcover, that goes up by like 50 more bucks. This does not have a slipcover on it, but it's got everything else. It's a regular DVD and Blu-ray, and it's got the interchangeable sleeve there. But yeah, this one really surprised me. 119 bucks for this bad boy. It's a good movie. It's not worth $119. Next one I got at a secondhand store for 30 bucks, another Arrow release of Robocop. This is the Steelbook version. It is 2-disc, and it comes with an awesome booklet about the making of the movie and all that stuff. I was very surprised to learn that this is valued at around $155 on eBay. Keep in mind, I am picking the highest listings on eBay for all of these films to see what the highest worth is. Of course, all the prices are going to vary, and it goes to show you that before you are willing to spend a ridiculous amount of money on Blu-rays, go to secondhand stores, go to movie stores, talk to buyers on eBay, talk to Craigslist, find other ways. Don't go and pay a ridiculous amount of money for just essentially one film. I love this movie, it's one of my favorites. When I bought it, I had no idea how much it was worth in terms of its value. I'm like, hey, 35 bucks for this? Absolutely, I'll get that. And then it turns out to be worth quite a bit. Next one is one of the holy grails of out-of-print Blu-rays, and that is Dead Alive. For whatever reason, there's still yet to be a re-release of this on Blu-ray or 4K. There's been talk. I've heard from a couple different sources that they want to do kind of an early Peter Jackson pack that comes with this. Comes with Bad Taste as well. I sought this movie after, not because of the value, but because this is one of my favorite zombie movies ever. I actually saw Dead Alive before I saw the Lord of the Rings movies, so I kind of have a special connection with this film. I think it's awesome. Currently valued at around $155. The longer they re-release a Dead Alive, the more this will increase in value. So as far as I know, this is still the only Blu-ray available, worth a lot of money. Next is one of my favorite films of all time, and that is Blade Runner. This is the 5-disc special edition of Blade Runner. This collects all of the cuts, your international cut, your original theatrical cut, your director's cut, and of course the 2007 final cut. It also has a ton of special features, documentaries, all the good stuff. Currently valued at around $159. So this one's worth quite a bit, and I think I originally got this for maybe 80 bucks. I did spend quite a bit on it, but it's because I was curious about the other cuts, and I was curious about the special features, and Blade Runner is one of my favorite movies. I actually like Blade Runner 2049 even more, but yeah, I really wanted to get this one. Next one is yet another Arrow release, but this is one of their few region-free releases, and that is Dario Argento's Tenebrae. This is an awesome, badass giallo film. Comes with this cool see-through slipcover there, and it is currently valued at around 177 bucks. This one is hard to find. But Deep Red, for a long time, another awesome Argento film, was out of print and worth a lot of money, but they recently did a re-release of that. Now that's worth about 30 bucks, so hopefully they'll do that with Tenebrae, because this is a really awesome Argento film. It's probably in his top 5. And yeah, so one of the few region-free Blu-rays I have from Arrow, because most of their stuff is either American or region B. Next one is a film I just rewatched for the millionth time, and that is Army of Darkness. This one is very surprising. The value of this is a whopping $249. What makes this so fucking valuable, you ask? Fair question. Well, this is a Scream Factory release. It is currently out of print, and it is the 3-disc special edition release of Army of Darkness. This comes with the theatrical version, the director's cut, international cut, not to mention all of the awesome exclusive features that Scream Factory does, including a newly made documentary about the making of Army of Darkness. I originally got this for maybe 60 bucks. It was also out of print when I bought it, but I guess just recently it's really skyrocketed, which is interesting because Army of Darkness is one of the most commercially available films ever. Like the Screwhead edition you can get on Amazon for like 10 bucks, but it doesn't have all of the cuts. And to my knowledge, this is the only Blu-ray that has all 3 cuts of Army of Darkness. So yeah, I'm actually really glad to have this. I fucking love Evil Dead is probably my favorite trilogy behind Lord of the Rings. I even put the Evil Dead trilogy above Star Wars. I'm not sorry. All right, these next two are Criterion films. They are unopened, and they are by far the most valuable Blu-rays that I own. We have Chungking Express. This is currently valued at $299.95. I saw this movie on the Criterion channel, and I was like, I love this movie. It was beautiful. It was unlike anything I've ever seen. So I just wanted to buy it because I'm a fan of the movie. Little did I know, holy shit, is this worth a lot of money. So in a desperate attempt on my forum that I'm an administrator on Facebook, I asked people who were on the group chat, and I was like, hey, is there any chance anyone has Chungking Express and would be willing to sell it to me and or trade for a decent price? This guy's like, I'll sell it to you right now for 60 bucks and it's unopened. And I was like, yes, absolutely yes. So he very generously gave me this unopened, currently worth about 300 bucks, but it is 5 cents less than what is the most valuable film that I own, which is Jean-Pierre Melville's Le Cercle Rouge. This is currently totaled at $299.99, 5 cents more than Chungking Express. Both Chungking Express and Le Cercle Rouge are hands down the holy grail of the Criterion out-of-print films, along with Third Man, which is probably even more valuable than these two movies. Once Criterion movies go out of print, they go out of print, but every now and again they'll do a reprint. For example, another Melville film that was out of print for a long time is Army of Shadows, and it was worth around the same price as this one is worth now. They re-released it, now it's worth about like 40 bucks, so hopefully they'll do re-releases of both Chungking Express and Le Cercle Rouge. I know you can get Chungking Express now with the new Wong Kar-wai box set that is currently at around 170, I think. Wait for the half-off sale. But yeah, I have not seen this one, unlike Chungking Express. In fact, this is the only film in my rare Blu-rays that I have yet to see, and I really want to see this. I originally got this on a bidding war on eBay for around 65, maybe 70 bucks. So yeah, this is quite the find. Since, you know, I have some films here, I'm just going to add an update to some of the movies that I have currently bought. So here's a little bonus for you guys. So the Fly collection, I got this for 40 bucks at a secondhand store, and I was very excited to have this. This comes with the original Fly trilogy from the 60s, David Cronenberg The Fly and The Fly 2. Believe it or not, The Fly, the remake with Jeff Goldblum, is the only Fly I've ever seen. And it's one of my favorite movies ever, so I bought this because I love that movie, and I'm curious about all these other films, especially the original trilogy. I was told that The Curse of the Fly was almost lost in obscurity forever until it was recently found and recently re-released on Blu-ray through this packaging. So yeah, Scream Factory's got a lot of great stuff. I also have the Friday the 13th stuff. So they got awesome box sets. They also go out of print fast, and so this is kind of an investment. I have a feeling this one will be worth quite a bit one day. Next one I bought today, and that is Hellraiser. Fuck yeah. I've only seen the first Hellraiser. I've seen it multiple times, and I've never seen the other Hellraiser movies because everyone tells me they pale in comparison, and the first one works perfectly awesome as a standalone film. I am curious about Hellraiser 2. There seems to be a lot of love for Hellraiser 2, so I'll probably check that one out. But yeah, Arrow Video release. This also kind of goes for a lot of money on eBay. I think I saw a few that goes for like 60, 70 bucks. I got this today for 30 bucks, so check out your secondhand stores. You might be surprised to see what you find. So these next two are also Scream Factory, like The Fly, and they came in with Amazon. We have The Howling, Joe Dante. Super badass werewolf movie, probably the second best werewolf movie behind the Holy Grail werewolf movies, and that is An American Werewolf in London. And a film that I have not seen yet, but I really want to see, and that's Serial Mom. I've heard about this movie for a while, and it looks awesome, looks really funny, very tongue-in-cheek, black comedy. So yeah, I'm excited to check this one out. And as always, thank you for watching.